good evening, and welcome to Queen's Table. And tonight I have the lovely Marcie. How are you, Marcie?
I am really good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very, very good, thank you. Feeling very summery in my little flowery dress.
Love
So,
it.
just to all the viewers that are watching, if you do want to ask any questions, just pop the comments in the box and we'll get them up and ask Marcie the questions. So we've just got over the Queen's Jubilee, so a lot of people did have some time off. Did you do anything exciting?
I actually left the country for the Queen's Jubilee. I took advantage. I am currently on holiday. I'm in the gorgeous Corfu, although as you can see, the heat is not agreeing with me right now. So apologies for what I look like.
You always look beautiful, but I know what you mean. It's like the heat, it really does affect your hair, doesn't it? Kind of, my normally just goes. Actually, the wave looks good on you, to be honest. It looks really, really cool.
I
So
feel like
how
Hermione Granger year two.
I love it. I love the look. I love it. I'm a little bit envious, actually. I'm here sat and working in the rain all day, and there's you sunning yourself. Actually, I'm a little bit envious. Can I just get on the plane and join you?
I'll pop you in my suitcase next time.
Yeah, you'll need a big suitcase for that, but be always wheel me through customs. Hello. so your final now is coming up really, really, really soon. And just tell me about the system. So you're an Eco Pageant finalist. So tell me a little bit about the system. It's a little bit different, a little bit special compared to other systems. Can you just explain to people watching what this system's all about?
Of course. So the Eco Pageants system is called Eco Pageants UK, and it's actually a powerhouse of eco and environmentally friendly pageants. So they will be crowning Miss Earth England, Wales, and Scotland, but also Miss Environment UK. We have Ms categories and we have teen categories, and obviously, as it says on the tin, it is all eco-friendly based. So it's got super, super important emphasis on being environmentally friendly as a contestant.
That's so, so good as well. But even I didn't actually realise there were so many different titles and things like that. So how long's Miss Eco UK been going for?
So Eco Pageants UK has been running for a couple of years now,
Mhm.
and we had a different system involved. We did crown Miss Eco UK last year. However, the internationals didn't quite align with our own morals as a national system, and our gorgeous director Molly decided to step away from that for many, many reasons. There's all sorts of announcements all over on that page, which really do make sense in all honesty. So I'm really grateful to have Molly as such a fantastic director who makes these decisions for us. And before all of this happened, she did actually secure the Miss Earth titles for both England, Wales, and Scotland, sorry, all three. So it's super exciting. It is quite new. It is going to be the first time we crown a Miss Earth contestant in a little while. So all new things, and it's all super exciting, and it's just going to grow from here.
It sounds amazing. Honestly, I need to get down to watch. I really do. It
Yes.
just sounds so exciting. So can you tell me where the finals held and when?
Yeah, so it's at the Hilton Hotel in by East Midlands Airport, and it is the 16th of July, so it's very soon. It's next month.
Oh my goodness, that's only a few weeks away then, isn't it? So how are you preparing for the finals?
So it's all about tying it all together now, really, isn't it? Like we all do. So it's things like appearance books, things like that. I think I've got two interview outfits left because we have two interviews, which is super exciting. It's quite unheard of. Um, my evening dress arrived just before I went on holiday. So that
Ooh,
honestly, I've been prancing around my bedroom in it non-stop. So
amazing.
tying it all in now, I'm almost ready. I'm excited.
So tell me about two interviews because that sounds quite different. Are they? Is it done over a couple of days or two in a day? Explain a little bit more about how that works.
Yeah, so the criteria, the judging criteria is quite different, and it's this is what really drew me to this system essentially. So we've got director's interview, which will be the week before with obviously gorgeous Molly, and then we've got our usual judge panel interview the day before or on the day of the pageant itself in person.
Amazing. That's quite different, isn't it? I like that. That's quite a
Yeah.
bit of a different swing to it, isn't it? I really love that. So, what's your you have got a really lovely platform, the Green Queen Initiative. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so essentially, the Green Queen Initiative, alongside my advocacy that a little goes a long way, is essentially a way to demonstrate and educate the fact that to be eco friendly and environmentally friendly, it doesn't mean moving mountains. It honestly does. It's the smallest little changes that you make in your life that you wouldn't even notice, to be honest, make the biggest difference. I mean, being eco-friendly and environmentally friendly can be so overwhelming. It feels like you have the pressure of the entire earth on your shoulders. And the thing is, you don't. There are such small, tiny little ways that you can change your life and you can make these adaptations that is really beneficial to the planet, essentially. So it's all about educating and demonstrating these different ways to hopefully raise awareness and just get more people involved.
That sounds amazing as well. And you've got if anyone watching at the bottom, I have put up both your Instagram websites there, so people can look into both of those sites, which talks a bit more about that. So what made you come up with the name and the idea?
So the Green Queen Initiative, it sort of came up. The name, I'm not very creative. I'm a logical person. I like math, science, that sort of thing. I have no imagination, so it took me a long time to come up with the Green Queen Initiative. But
It's a good
it
name.
sort of came from what it is on the tin. It's about being green, being eco-friendly, queens, because we all are, aren't we, really? And it is an initiative. And the whole point behind it was that when I started doing the research for myself, I found it overwhelming. And the more research that I'd done, the more I realized that it really is small little changes and
Yeah.
often. So I just wanted to help others so they don't come across the barrier that I felt that I came across with, oh my gosh, there's so much going on, I don't even know where to start.
This is it. So could you give an example of like, so Beth's there. Hello, Beth. How are you? She said, can't wait to be on your platform tomorrow, Marcie. Are you okay, Beth? Just give an example of something little you can do just to change something so much in the environment.
Okay, so for example, something that I've done is every morning after the gym, before work, I go and get a coffee. Now, that means 5 takeaway coffee cups every single day going in the bin. And in actual fact, in the UK, we only have 3 recycling centres that are able to recycle these cups. So
Wow.
most of these cups are not recyclable, they go straight into landfill. And the ones that say that they are, well, that's fine and dandy, that's fantastic, but we can't recycle them because the whole of the UK has 3 centres. So just one small example, I bought myself a really nice little reusable coffee cup, got my name on it. I love it. It's my favourite thing now. And it's just tiny little difference in my life, but it makes such a big difference, a big ripple going forward.
Yeah, definitely. I'll agree with the good cup thing. You always have to have your favourite cup. It's the same with
Oh
our
yes.
cups for coffee, water bottles, you name it. I recycle everything pretty much, or reuse
Yeah.
everything. Anything I can reuse. Because I was chatting to someone before that was along the lines of this sort of pageant, and just learning things about fast fashion and things like that. I found that really really interesting. That really changed my whole outlook on the whole thing. I mean, I'm a great lover of like buying things off of eBay. I mean, I just found, for an example, we all like a lavish Alice, don't we? I love a lavish Alice. Someone had bought one. I got it brand new with tags even on eBay for like less than £30, stuff like
Yeah.
that. And because people buy them and just hang them in their wardrobe, they don't get used. But even buying used stuff and things like that, it always does make such a difference to the environment, doesn't it? So this is why I think eco is so important. And it's each girl that enters have different platforms or different bits that they reuse, or do they support it all together? Mm. Yeah, they
Reusable
do.
things, there's just so many of them. I mean, like our gorgeous Samantha has just said, reusable cotton pads. We all have to clean our face
Amazing.
morning and night.
Yeah.
Imagine how many cotton pads you're throwing away. I've got some lovely ones. I really enjoy using them. I honestly cannot remember the last time I bought an outfit brand new. I won't lie. I love a bit of thrift shopping, charity shops, eBay, Depop, Vinted,
Yeah.
all of that. I am obsessed. absolutely obsessed.
This is it. Yeah. Samantha said, hello, Samantha. I always buy stuff from the charity shops as well. Yeah, charity shops are great because the thing is just it's just something that you can just do all the time, isn't it? You know, like Depop is just the best thing ever. I was on there today. I'm on there all the time. There's a question for you. So there's great tips, Marcie. What do you think is the biggest environmental problem in the UK?
In all honesty, I believe it's that everybody, I say everybody, the majority is, oh, it's okay if I don't do that, somebody else will. Oh, it doesn't matter if I pop that on the floor, if I don't put it in the bin, somebody else will pick it up. It doesn't matter that I don't use a reusable coffee cup. I'm sure other people do. People sort of disassociate themselves with these issues and don't take responsibility for their own actions. They wholeheartedly believe that others will pick up after them, or others will save the planet and they don't have to do anything. And unfortunately, that's not the case. It's, yes, governments can do things. I mean, they don't, but they could. Governing bodies, councils, all of these sorts of things. But it is down to your everyday human being. There are millions of us in the UK. Imagine if all of us got a reusable coffee cup. I'm just saying, like, it's the smallest little things, and it's the biggest problem because everybody just, that's all right, the next person can deal with it.
Yeah, that's it. It's like with litter picking and things like that. I'm always a fond litter picker. Litter picker. You know what I mean, it's fine. But you know, I often contribute to that because you'd be surprised how many people still just throw things on the floor. It drives me absolutely insane, but we won't go into that. So Samantha said, yes, definitely agree so much. Waste in the UK and also by the sea. As tourists come and it gets filthy and rubbish has been thrown. I did litter pick by the sea. We got 2 bags of rubbish. Yeah, you're completely right, especially over the summer when people are visiting the seaside and things like that. It's absolutely crazy how much litter is left, and it really, you can go down there just for an hour and you could probably fill about 3 bags. It's quite a lot there for sure. So so that's really, really important to think about. So let's go back into a little bit about your pageant history, because I've known you for quite a few years. So tell me how you got into pageants and what got you into them and what you love so much about them.
So pageantry, I think I had the same belief that everybody else had. Like, pageants aren't in the UK. That's an American thing, like toddlers, tiaras. Anyway, I wouldn't be pretty enough. I'm not tall enough. All of this sort of thing. And then I had a really close friend of mine, Angelina, enter a pageant, and I was like, "Whoa, is that a thing? Is that real? Is that here?" Took me a few years to sort of build up the courage and sort of develop myself as a human being, because you can't really present yourself if you're not sure what you're presenting. Really, you need to know what you're about. And yeah, I took that leap in 2019. I took my first, I competed first March 2020, literally the week before lockdown. And I've competed in 2 pageants since, placed top 10 in both, and I've won Miss Charity and Miss Publicity before. And I'm never leaving now. As soon as I'm as soon as I'm out of Miss, I'm going into Ms. It's happening.
This is it. Oh, it's amazing, honestly. But it's so enjoyable, isn't it? And I remember, so that's how I met you through pageants, and we had a great time. We met actually at Crown Camp properly, wasn't it? Was it Crown Camp?
Yes.
No, yeah, it was Crown Camp. Let's think about that then. And that was such a brilliant event, wasn't it? Where we had a little gang in the
time.
But you do meet some amazing like-minded women, and it's great. I think I was a bit like you at first. I was like, "Oh, can I do this? Am I good enough?" I'm knocking on a bit now. I'm getting to nearly 40s. I mean, I'm 44 now, and I'm curvy.
21.
And you have this sort of perception that maybe you have to be a certain criteria to do pageants, but actually it's not like that. And then you realise, how many there are, how many different people are involved, what a community it is. And just after kind of I'm the same as you. I don't think I'm ever going to leave now. Into year 6, that's it now. I've settled in, got my slippers. So it's brilliant. But how do you find it? Do you find that it really boosted your confidence, and you found you've been able to do more things as well, like charity work and stuff like that?
Yeah, so the amount that I've done in terms of life experiences, self-development, community help, charity work. I mean, I've met my best friends through pageantry, and I genuinely couldn't imagine my life without them. And the person that I am now compared to, say, 2018, I wouldn't recognise her. And I'm so proud of that because of the development. And I can wholeheartedly say that it's down to pageantry. It's the surrounding yourself with such amazing women really raises you up. Do you know what I mean? Like, your vibe attracts your tribe is such a big meaning for me. And it really is these intelligent, beautiful souls, and you become one of them. And you realize that you are one of them. You don't, there's none of this, oh, I'm not good enough. It's like, I am good enough. I'm more than good enough. I can achieve this. There's nothing that can stop me. And that mentality really has sort of opened doors, shall we say.
It certainly does. And we inherited a Lucy.
My darling Lucy. I couldn't live without her.
Yeah, we love our Lucy without a doubt. She's amazing. So can you tell me a little bit about what charities you actually support and what charity works you've done?
Yeah, so charity work for me is mainly consisted of Women's Aid. It's a charity that has helped my family personally when I was a child. I have been in foster care. Unfortunately, my family was victims of domestic abuse and things like that. And I do consider myself as quite a success story in terms of continuing life and succeeding in life after this. So things like I climbed Ben Nevis and we raised over £2,500. It was horrendous, but it was worth it, so it's fine.
I remember that well when you did it.
I have done all sorts of stuff. I've done what did we do? Oh, we did a charity collection, and I got about, I think it was 150 something presents for children that weren't going to be getting any for Christmas and things like this. So lots of community work, but yeah, it's mainly for Women's Aid, whether it's raising awareness, raising money, or volunteering.
Oh, that's such a fantastic charity. And like, just to know that you come out of something so difficult yourself, you know, your heart's in that charity, which is always lovely to hear. And you're just so strong and just so beautiful now. And it's just, that's amazing. It's such an inspiration, Marcie. I love it. So, fun question for the end. You like a fun one. I don't know whether to pick. Actually, I might choose. I might choose two, actually. Yeah. So if you're a piece of fruit, what fruit would you be?
That's a good one. A grape.
A grape.
Yeah, I'll be a grape.
A grape. Why a grape?
Because I am about this big and I am filled with personality. So I'm filled with flavour. That's what I'm going to say.
Amazing. I absolutely love it. Oh, I've got to send you a virtual hug now. It's brilliant. It's been so amazing to speak with you. And I tell you what, thank you so much for coming on Queen's Table. It's been lovely to catch up with you again. And I'm hoping to see you really, really soon. Just going to let everyone know who's on next week. Oh, we've actually got one of our own on next week, the lovely Chanel, who is your Young European International Muse. And she's going to be off to international soon. I'm so excited for her. But obviously, she is a Pageantland member, a team member. So I cannot wait to speak to Chanel and have a catch up with her and talk about our forthcoming internationals. Very exciting, isn't it? It's very exciting.
I can't wait to tune in for that one.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. So, okay, so thank you so much for coming on. And from everyone here at Pageantland, we wish you all the best in the finals. You're going to do absolutely amazing. And it's been lovely to see you. Take care. Bye.
Lovely to talk to you.